What's up, YouTubers? Alright, today we're going to be checking and replacing the distributor O-ring on the 97 Rav4. So, this is where your distributor lives, right here on the right side of your head. And if you've noticed some oil leaks right there on your driver's side, the right side if you're looking from the front, then it's probably this O-ring in here. First things first, I go ahead and disconnect the battery, the negative side of the battery, before working on anything electrical usually. Gotta remove this this airbox and tubing for the airbox right here. So go ahead and take your 10mm or your Phillips screwdriver, loosen up this clamp. Then there's another one, loosen this one up back here. Then there's this airbox sensor right here on the left side. Unplug that. Then there's the throttle cable that clips into the airbox. Unclip that. Alright, now undo this vent from the valve cover. Slide it over. Disconnect this hose back here on the airbox. Now this whole thing. Alright, we've got that box out. There's also this little, I think, vacuum switching module that clips into the back. I've just got that clipped out of the way for now. I'll take this part of the box off. Intake hosing. So alright, now you got much better. We've got much better access to the distributor right here. And it's just held in by this one 12mm bolt right here. Alright, so now you got two choices. You can either unplug your spark plug wires from the spark plugs and then just take off the distributor with the wires attached, or you can just go ahead and take off the distributor cap right here. There's just two screw heads. I think I'm just gonna do that. One right here. Then we won't have to fiddle with the wires. Okay, so there's the one. And the other one's right here underneath towards the back. Alright, got your second one. Hold on to that. Now you can just take this, hanging out of the way. Go ahead and put our 12mm on this bolt right here. Take that off. Okay, so now the whole distributor should come out. Oh wait. One more connection. There's a wire right here, this wire that comes from your oh, actually, it comes from right here. Your wiring harness right here. And clips into the distributor. Just unclip it. There it is. Okay, so now the whole thing should slip right out. And do this slowly. And remember how this part, this goes notches, this goes into the camshaft right here, this little part. Maybe mark right here. There's a little indentation and it lines up when it's top dead center, but if you line up the crank at top dead center, then this will be lined up perfect, but if not, just try and leave it where it was. You just go ahead and mark it right there. Here's that O-ring. It's right here. It's in between these two pieces. And as you can see, it's very flat. And here's my screwdriver. You can press on it and it's as hard as a rock. So what happens is over many heat cycles, this O-ring gets very dry and brittle and no longer works. So, and look at that, just broke like an old rubber band. See, here it is. It just becomes very brittle. And alright, so I wanted to show you guys the new one. Here it is up here, but there's the part number, 999-14127. Go ahead and get this part directly from the dealer. It's like $6.50 for this, but you know, you can find it online on Amazon too for around that price. Go ahead and clean this ring right there where it's gonna sit. Then you want to take some oil, take your new O-ring, put it in the oil, and just slip it back over. Alright, so we got the new O-ring on, and now we're gonna slip it back in. Alright, so remember those marks are made right there. Just line that back up with where you took it out. Then it should be able to slip right back into that groove in the camshaft. There we go. 12mm. Tighten your 12mm back up. Good and snug. Use your distributor cap. Orientating. Well, let's see. Go ahead and plug into the back of the distributor first. Make sure that snaps in. Now go ahead and put the distributor cap back on, remembering how it fit. Top one on first, so hold the bottom one. Bottom one on. Now let's get our air intake hoses back on. Top one on first. Now put our airbox back in there. Connect it with the line. Tighten that up. Snap this throttle cable down here to the airbox. Go ahead and plug in this air sensor right here on the left side. And plug in this hose to the charcoal canister right here on the back. Plug that in. Make sure your coolant reservoir snaps in to our intake box. Slip this hose back onto the valve cover. Clamp it back down. Alright, double check, make sure you got everything plugged in where it's supposed to be. Back up your negative lead, good and tight. Alright, now let's start it up. Make sure everything works. Alright, it started up, so we got it all taken care of. And if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and keep on doing it yourself. Thanks for watching Jonny DIY.